On this week's edition of The Overtime, we talk to the new NAU women's basketball head coach. Then we talk Rory McIlroy and the Masters. Finally, we take you outside. All that and more on this edition of The Overtime. Hello and welcome to The Overtime, Northern Arizona's only sports show. I'm your host, Alyssa Munoz, and today I'm joined by sports reporter Michaela Ayton. Michaela, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good and I'm ready to get started.
Awesome. Last week, new NAU women's basketball coach Laura Deakins expressed the media. Sports reporter Giselle Contreras joins us in the studio with more.
Thanks, Alyssa. The NAU women's basketball team has made some changes with their coaching staff, bringing in some familiar faces. Laura Deakins, an alum of the women's basketball team, has returned to campus with a new title as head coach. The NAU women's basketball team is headed in a new direction, tapping former Grand Canyon University associate head coach Lauren Dinkins as head coach. Dinkins is an NAU alum, playing for the Lumberjacks from 2003 to 2008 and helping the team to its first and only NCAA tournament appearance in 2006.
I'm excited to return to my alma mater. I have big goals for this program. One, to get us back to winning Big Sky championships and getting to the NCAA tournament where we're going to win a couple rounds. I'm extremely excited to be able to lead this program. I can honestly say that I know exactly what it takes to lead these young ladies.
Dickens plans to focus on defense coming in as the new head coach, noting that it was one of her strengths during her time at NAU, being named the Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year in 2007.
We're going to defend for 40 minutes. We're going to make it tough for our opponents to cross half court. We're going to deny passing lanes. We're just really going to dictate and disrupt for 40 minutes. Defense wins championships. I was a player that prided myself on defending.
With several key players either graduating or in the transfer portal, Dinkins will have to rebuild a team that went 27-8 this past season and upset the University of Arizona in the first round of the WBIT. Giselle Contreras, NAZ Sports. Interim Athletic Director Yuri Vargas says this decision was apparent through the process.
And as we went through a remarkable pool of candidates, Coach Dinkins kept rising to the top each time in each segment. So by the end, she made it easy for us. She's such a wonderful coach, great person, and her being a Lumberjack legend certainly helped.
That's all I have for now, but back to you guys on the desk.
Thanks, Giselle. I am looking forward to how Coach Dinkins will build this program. Meanwhile, on the green, the 89th Masters tournament concluded on Sunday, and Rory McIlroy emerged victorious to earn his first career Grand Slam. Sports reporter Austin Williams has all the details.
The 89th Masters tournament came down to a thrilling end, with Rory McIlroy beating Justin Rose in the first playoff hole by birdieing the 18th hole after an iron shot from 125 yards away put him just a few feet away from the cup. McIlroy finished the tournament at 11 under. When the putt went in, he fell to the ground in jubilation. This was his first major championship since the PGA Championship in 2014. McIlroy is also one of only 6 golfers to ever complete the career Grand Slam. The last player to do this was Tiger Woods in 2008. McIlroy was paired with a fan favorite, Bryson DeChambeau, who entered the final day at 10 under par. DeChambeau struggled on the back nine as he found the water twice. DeChambeau finished tied for 5th with a score of 7 under par. Justin Rose led the Masters after the first round of the tournament when he scored a 7 under par. Rose did not do much on Friday and Saturday. However, Rose had an excellent final round, going 5 under par to force a playoff with McIlroy. As for last year's champion, Scottie Scheffler, he came in as one of the favorites to win the Masters. Scheffler finished every round at Augusta, going under par. Scheffler finished the Masters 8 under par to place 4th. This was certainly a Masters to remember, and one that will go down in the history books. Now over to you, Michaela.
Thanks, Austin. Meanwhile, yesterday in Phoenix, the Suns fired head coach Mike Budenholzer after just 1 season.
That's right. The Suns are looking for their 4th head coach in just 4 seasons after letting Coach Budenholzer go. Despite an 8-1 record, the Suns were eliminated from postseason contention before the regular season's final weekend and finished 36-46 overall.
Budenholzer is an Arizona native growing up right here in the backyard of Holbrook.
Wow, that is an interesting tie. Speaking of northern Arizona, Michaela and I were able to explore some amazing destinations not too far from Flagstaff. Stay tuned after the break.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back. Springtime is here in northern Arizona, which calls for packing up and heading outside to take in all it has to offer. To take advantage of the weather, I made my way down to Sedona this past weekend and hiked the amazing Cathedral Rock Trail. Cathedral Rock, located south of downtown Sedona, is a large natural sandstone butte that requires a moderate hike to reach. Its vibrant red rock terrain and gorgeous views have made it a popular destination for people across the globe. Hikers can approach Cathedral Rock from the east or the west. The east approach is shorter at 1.5 miles round trip, but requires a shuttle drop at the trailhead. We took the west approach from the Baldwin Trailhead, a 4-mile round trip trek that meanders along Oak Creek before linking up with the East Side Trail. For many, Cathedral Rock is considered a sacred site where Native American history is deeply rooted in the area. Visitors claim that these ancient rocks emit energy and create a vortex, which is one of many in Sedona. This hike is a must-try for those who are in for a fulfilling challenge. Alyssa Munoz, NAZ Sports.
Wow, Alyssa, that looks stunning. This past weekend, I took the chance to camp and drive out to a different part of Sedona. If you're looking to get off the grid to take in some unforgettable views, there's a hidden gem just outside 20 miles south of Flagstaff. That might be your next favorite spot. Here's a look at what makes Edge of the World such a unique destination. If you're looking for jaw-dropping views, a little thrill, and a break from the usual Sedona spots, Edge of the World might be your next adventure. Tucked deep in the Coconino National Forest, this hidden gem sits about 20 miles south of Flagstaff, overlooking Oak Creek Canyon and the iconic Red Rocks of Sedona. The drive-in, rough and rocky. You'll need a high-clearance vehicle and a little patience, but the payoff is worth it. Historically, this area was used by indigenous tribes for travel and ceremony, and later by early settlers as a lookout point. Today, it's a favorite for campers, stargazers, and anyone chasing the off-the-grid vibe. You can hike, mountain bike, or just kick back and watch the sun paint the rocks orange and pink. With no signs, no fences, and barely any cell service, it truly feels like the edge of the world. Michaela Ayton, NAZ Sports.
There are so many awesome sites just tucked away here in northern Arizona. This one is definitely one I'll have to check out. Although I do have to say I'm a bit afraid of heights.
Edge of the World will always be one of my favorite getaway spots. It's such a beautiful place to unplug, unwind, and relax.
Seems like it, Michaela. There is truly nothing better than taking in nature, whether that's a calming hike or a secluded lookout.
Definitely. That's all we have tonight. Thank you all for joining us on this edition of the Overtime.
I'd like to thank our sports reporters Giselle Contreras and Austin Williams. I'd also like to thank my co-host Michaela Ayton. I'm Alyssa Munoz, and we'll see you next Tuesday for the next edition of the Overtime.